Anomalocaris was one of the ocean's first apex predators, swimming through Cambrian seas around 500 million years ago. This bizarre arthropod could grow up to 3 feet long, making it a giant for its time, with a circular mouth lined with plates, large compound eyes on stalks, and a pair of spiny appendages at the front of its body, used to grasp prey. It propelled itself through the water using flexible lobes running down both sides of its body, hunting trilobites and other small creatures in Earth's ancient oceans. Dunkleosteus was an armored nightmare that dominated late Devonian seas about 360 million years ago, reaching lengths of up to 33 feet. Instead of teeth, this massive placoderm fish had razor-sharp bony plates that formed a beak-like jaw, capable of exerting one of the most powerful bites in history, enough to slice through other armored fish and even its own kind. Its head and thorax were protected by thick, articulated armor plates, though its body behind this section was likely soft and flexible. Helicoprion was a mysterious shark-like fish from the Permian period, best known for its bizarre spiral tooth whorl that has puzzled scientists for over a century. This unusual structure, called a whorl, contained rows of teeth arranged in a tight spiral and was likely positioned in the lower jaw, functioning like a circular saw to slash and hook soft-bodied prey like squid. Growing to around 25 feet long, Helicoprion survived the devastating Permian extinction event and lived into the early Triassic period. Jaekelopterus was a giant sea scorpion that prowled freshwater river systems during the early Devonian period, roughly 390 million years ago. Reaching an astounding length of over 8 feet, it remains one of the largest arthropods ever discovered, equipped with powerful clawed appendages for capturing fish and other prey. Despite its name, this eurypterid was more closely related to modern horseshoe crabs and arachnids than to true scorpions, and it likely ambushed its victims from murky waters. Cameroceras was a massive, straight-shelled nautiloid that inhabited Ordovician seas around 470 million years ago, with shells that could reach length of up to 20 feet or more. Unlike the coiled shells of its later nautilus relatives, Cameroceras had a long cone-shaped shell divided into chambers that provided buoyancy, with the animal itself occupying only the largest chamber at the open end. Using its tentacles to capture prey and jet propulsion to move through the water, it was one of the largest predators of its era. Ichthyosaurus was a dolphin-like marine reptile that thrived during the early Jurassic period, about 200 million years ago, typically reaching lengths of 6 to 13 feet. With its streamlined body, large eyes for hunting in deep or murky water, and 4 paddle-like flippers, it was perfectly adapted for pursuing fast-moving fish and squid. Remarkably well-preserved fossils have revealed that Ichthyosaurus gave birth to live young rather than laying eggs, and some specimens even show preserved skin and body outlines. Plesiosaurus was a long-necked marine reptile from the early Jurassic period with a distinctive body plan: a small head, extremely long neck, barrel-shaped body, and 4 large paddle-like flippers. Growing to about 11 feet in length, it used its flippers to fly through the water in a swimming motion similar to sea turtles, while its flexible neck allowed it to strike quickly at fish and other prey. Despite its graceful appearance, Plesiosaurus likely wasn't a particularly fast swimmer and may have relied on stealth and its long reach to catch food. Mosasaurus was a massive marine lizard that ruled the oceans during the late Cretaceous period, with the largest species reaching lengths of up to 50 feet or more. Armed with powerful jaws filled with sharp, recurved teeth and a hinged jaw that allowed it to swallow large prey whole, Mosasaurus hunted fish, turtles, smaller mosasaurs, and even sharks. Its body was streamlined with 4 paddle-like limbs and a powerful tail fluke, making it a formidable pursuit predator that dominated marine ecosystems until the asteroid impact that ended the dinosaur age. Kronosaurus was one of the largest pliosaurs, short-necked marine reptiles that lived during the early Cretaceous period in seas that covered what is now Australia. With estimates ranging from 30 to 36 feet in length and a massive skull measuring up to 9 feet long, Kronosaurus had enormous jaws lined with large conical teeth designed for gripping and crushing large prey. Unlike its long-necked plesiosaur cousins, this powerful predator relied on its muscular body and strong flippers to pursue prey with bursts of speed. Archelon was the largest sea turtle that ever lived, inhabiting the western interior seaway of North America during the late Cretaceous period about 75 million years ago. With a length of up to 15 feet from head to tail and weighing over 4,800 pounds, this gentle giant had a leathery carapace rather than a solid shell, along with massive front flippers that could span nearly 16 feet tip to tip. Archelon likely fed on jellyfish, squid, and other soft-bodied organisms, using its hooked beak to tear apart its gelatinous prey. Megalodon was the most massive shark ever to exist, terrorizing the world's oceans from about 23 to 3.6 million years ago during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs. Growing to estimated lengths of 50 to 60 feet, roughly 3 times the size of a modern great white shark, this apex predator had teeth measuring over 7 inches long and a bite force that may have exceeded 40,000 pounds per square inch. Megalodon hunted whales and other large marine mammals, likely attacking them with devastating bites to their fins and flippers to immobilize prey before delivering a killing blow. Basilosaurus was a primitive whale that lived during the late Eocene epoch, around 40 to 34 million years ago, despite its misleading name that means king lizard. This serpentine cetacean could reach lengths of up to 60 feet, with an extremely elongated body, small vestigial hind legs that were useless for locomotion, and powerful jaws filled with different types of teeth for grasping and shearing prey. Unlike modern whales, Basilosaurus was likely unable to dive deeply and spent most of its time hunting fish and smaller whales in warm, shallow seas. Livyatan was a giant sperm whale that lived approximately 12 to 13 million years ago and competed with Megalodon for dominance of Miocene oceans. Named after the biblical sea monster Livyatan, this massive predator measured up to 57 feet long and possessed the largest functional teeth of any known animal, with some teeth exceeding 14 inches in length. Unlike modern sperm whales that primarily eat squid, Livyatan was equipped to hunt large prey, including baleen whales, seals, and other marine mammals, using powerful jaws in both its upper and lower jaw lined with massive interlocking teeth.